and welcome back to the video, guys. This is a long form video. This one is going to go over everything. It's going to go over the paint, the sanding, it's going to go over absolutely everything, and then you'll get to see the whole process and pretty much how long it took me. So carry on watching, remember to like, subscribe and all the rest of that jazz. Bye bye. Right, so right guys, so today we're going to be taking off the wing of the car. As you could probably see from the other videos, mega rusty. So I'm going to show you how to take them off and what to avoid, unlike what I did. And yeah, let's have a look at this. So first of all, you're going to need to pop your bonnet. Okay, so once you've done your bonnet, there is 4 screws in the wing. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are your 4 on top. You've got one here. You do need to pull the bumper down to get to that one. You've also got a few inside. Inside here, as you can see, I have already partially removed it. So you've got 1, 2, and you've got 1 in here as well. A bit tight for space at the minute, as you can see. Once you've done that, you've also got a free inside. I'll remove this and then I'll show you. Right, so the wing's off now. So like I was saying before, you have 1 here, 1 here and 1 here. Oh, and you do have 1 here as well. So as you're looking at it, one second, let's turn this round. You've got your, like I said, your 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 there. You've got your the one under the bumper, which is a bugger to get to. You've got your 1 here as well, which is in line with the bumper. And now you've got your 3 inside. Now, if it's your first time removing it, just be careful, because unless you're a donkey like me, don't forget you've got the 3. And these are protected. God, got a caught on my hoodie. These are protected by the wax. So here, there, and there. So I'll just give you a bit of a wider shot. You can pretty much see 1, 2, 3. So you got your 3 there. Don't pull on your wing, because you'll do what I did and you bent the bugger. Also, completely demolish that. I'm not too mad though, because I were going to repair it, but after completely messing it up, I went and bought a second-hand one. Now, here's a second-hand one. I bought it off the old Facebook marketplace. It does look a lot better. I am going to strip the paint down. There is a slight hole here. Again, I'm going to patch that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to place it on, make sure it's aligned, fitted. Make sure it's aligned and fitted. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip it down, do some paint stripper on it, and then I'm going to primer it. I'm going to fill that gap first, primer it, then paint it, lacquer it, pop it on. Right, so from here, as you can see, it's not exactly buttoned up properly. I still need to do a couple of these bolts, do the ones under here, but you can still see that it was slightly bent coming off. But I'm going to be honest, for close to £100 for a new wing, you can't expect too much. So basically, now I know it sort of fits. Let's have a look at that. It sort of fits. That's still slightly bent. I'll be honest, I'm going to be completely honest, I got the wing for £10. It's not going to be perfect, is it? Let's go around the front. what can you expect? Do I spend £100 and get a new one? Maybe in time. Right, so let's take the wing off. Right, so we're gonna strip this down now, and we're gonna use this. Now I'm not sure if it's any good. It does ask for a paintbrush, but you can see I've not got one. So I'm gonna try this. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dab it all over, like so, and then leave it for 4 hours. I'm in no rush to do this. So yeah, I shall put you on a time lapse. Right, as you can see now, it absolutely demolished the sponge, which I kind of gathered it would do, but as you can see now, I've laid it on pretty thick. Now, like I was saying before, this is a hole which I will patch, and I will reinforce it here as well. I'm going to sand it all down as well, obviously. I'm going to try and do the best job as possible. So I'm going to leave this now for 4 hours. I know I've done a bit of a poor job there, but I think sanding will be more than good enough. So the reason is as you can probably tell, it has been 2 different colours, and this green has been poorly applied. To the wing, and you could literally scratch it off with your fingers. So I didn't want to paint over that poorness. That's why I went with the stripping of the paint. So like I said, now it's about 8 o'clock PM now, so I'm just going to leave it until probably about 10. Then I will 10 maybe. I'll probably leave it till 12 PM, give it a wash down before bed, and then we'll go from there. Right, so the next time you see this will be when I paint it. Right, so as you can see now, I have paint stripped it. I did leave it overnight, and I have given it a bit of a scrape. As you can see, some of the paint is coming off. I did give it a bit of a scrape as well with a scraper. But what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to jet wash it with the old jet washer to see if I can really strip it down, and then we'll go from there then. So let me get this back up here. So as you can see, some of it's still on here. Now I could sand this down, but because I have a bit more paint strip, I think I'll just use I'll just use the last of that paint stripper, and then I'll leave it a few hours and I'll come back. You can see this needs working, sanding, definitely sorting out. I'm gonna fiberglass this though, but like a fiberglass skim over it. So again, let's get on with using the rest of that paint stripper. Right, so let's use this paint stripper. Right, that's done. I've used all of it now anyway, so there's none left. So I've just gone over it again, just a quick skim, and then I'm just going to leave it for about 4 hours now. Go back to work, come home, and then jet wash it and sand it down, and then leave it for the rest of the day to dry out. Then I'll prime it. Right, so it's been about 3 hours later, and again I just went over it again, and it does look like it's peeled some of it off. So I think what I'm going to do is just get straight onto jet washing it now, and then if that don't work, I'm just going to sand it. Right, so as you can still see, it's not exactly removed everything, but it is a lot thinner now. So what I'm going to do is sand it down. I'm just going to wait for it to dry first, so then I'm going to sand it down. Again, I'll just go over that bit. I'm going to repair, like I said, this bit, and then just completely sand it down. It's going to absolutely be brutal with it, but again, didn't even touch this bit paint wise. It's not done nothing to it. Could done with a little bit more around here, around there. So right, so that's the next job, sand the bloody thing down. Right, so this, I'm going to fill this now here and just smooth all this bit out, make sure it looks all smooth. Now I'm not 100% sure if that is bent or not. I sort of hope it's not. It feels quite sturdy. So I'm just gonna use the hardener now. I'm gonna, with this one here, I'm gonna fill that there, give it a smooth up here. As you can see, it's clearly rusted before. Then I'm going to fill the aerial hole in as well. So just bear with me because I've not got a tripod for this one. I'll try to do this with one hand. So I'm sorry if it looks really rubbish, but I'll try my best. Just put it down and film me from here. So you just have to bear with me. Right, I think that's about right. I'll do. I'm actually sat down while doing this now. So, okay. 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 Right, I'm gonna pause you. Right. So, as you can see, it looks an absolute mess, but that's the purpose of it at the minute. From behind. Now, before you start bitching, I'm not a professional. I will more than likely go over this again. I do have a aluminium sheet, so bear with me and I'll show you what I've got. So I do have this sheet, which, think about it now, I should have used it on that first, on this first, but we learn, we live and learn. I'm also going to do the same up here, and the reason I'm going to do that is, I was looking, I'm also going to do the same up here, just because it just gives, I think it just gives it that extra layer of protection as well, to stop it from rusting, because good at my bloody wrist. As you can still see, it's really pitted, and it must have had a couple of layers this of paint. I'll go over this again. You see, it's all smooth. It's all smooth now. Once I've sanded this down, and I've done that hole there, which I'm gonna use some of that aluminium mesh. I've been using a 150. I'm gonna step it down. I'm gonna go 150, 300, and so on until it's quite smooth. Then I will start with a primer, and hopefully it doesn't look like a dog's ear. So wait for that to dry, give it 20 minutes, half an hour, then I'll start sanding. Right, so we'll go. Right, so we're getting onto the body filler phase now. So I've sanded this down, and as you can see, it's not amazing. That's because this was knackered anyway. I've also filled in the hole here, and again I'm just going to put a bit of body filler over it as well. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fill all of this as well, just for a layer of protection. But that's it basically. Right, so let's get on with this. Now I'm going to do this in stages, this wise in stages, because it's a bugger filming and doing. So see you in a minute. Right, so as you can see, it looks amazing. That's the first thought. I know you're thinking, look at that, the craftsmanship of that is absolutely amazing. You'd have to see it. So I'm going to wait for it to dry, then I'm just going to paint right over it, because it's as smooth as butter. Smooth as butter, that. didn't have much left from that either. Right, I'll back in a minute. Right, so we're back on this again. We've just done so I've sanded all this down now. I've gone from 150, 250, 400. As you can see, it has knocked it down quite a bit. I have left it thick in some places, as you can see here and here. The reason is it's going to give me a bit more protection. Same as here. I left it a lot thicker here, and it is a little bit rough there. Now, I'm not going to be super precise with it. Like all up here again is nice and smooth, and again here, looking here, it's nice and smooth. Now I'm going to give it a wipe down. I'm going to give it a wash. Then I'm going to start and apply the first base coat. You can tell after three or four coats that I'm amazing at it. At this now, as you can see, yeah, it's poor, but I'm hoping with a bit of extra sanding, I'm hoping it comes out. Right, so we're back, and as you can probably tell, there's just a slight colour difference. Yeah, I'm just as annoyed as you. So should we take this wing off now? Now I'm hoping I've not bent it when this one while I've been sanding it. So let's give it a go. Yeah, I'm just going to pop you down. Right, I'm hoping now you can sort of see there's a massive colour difference, but it is what it is really. It is, like I said, it really is what it is at this moment. I'm going to get it MOT'd. What I didn't show you the other day is that I lacquered it as well. I just thought, you know what, let's get it done. I'll be honest, right, I'm quite impressed with I am quite impressed with my ability I'm quite impressed with my painting ability, which my bodywork ability is absolutely terrible. And I am using a new like GoPro type of thing, so that's why the camera's a bit shaky. Right, so from here again, spin around, your little douche. Right, so you got your 4 holes here, 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got your 3 inside your wing. You know what, I think sometimes it might just be best to hold this when I'm doing it, and you know, when I'm filming. Right, so I've got your 3 inside, 1, 2, 3. You got your 3 here. Now I'm going to do the 3 inside first, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to pop you down again. So, where are we? So we've got that one up there, which is a bugger. We've got that one there, and we've got that one there. Now, if you like problems, keep the wheel on, keep the wheel liner on. If you want an easy job, take it all off. Don't forget to jack your vehicle up. Alright, so I've done all 4 of them. I've done your one there. So I've done your one here. Can you see it? Let me see it. I've done your one there, right where my finger is. I'm going to do this one now. This one was a right bugger. And again, paint work amazing. Paint work amazing again. Right, I'm going to get that done. I'm not going to film that one, because you'll hear a lot of screaming and shouting. Right, so I've fastened up the 3 there, 1, 2, 3. I've done the one at the bottom. Fitment wise, it doesn't look too bad. The paint job looks amazing, yes. Comment, paint job looks amazing. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Then bumper back on. So I'm going to fasten them up. I'll be honest. Do you really want to see that? Right, so it's done. Yeah, I'm about as happy as you can be. Yeah, I'm about as happy as you can be, really. It looks a lot better than what it was. It's not perfect. I am going to buy new ones. There's a reason that it might take a year to do what I'm going to plan on doing with this, with a wing, but it would be amazing. But it requires brand new wings because it needs perfect fitment. As you could probably tell, it is slightly out. It's slightly out, and if you look here, I reckon we could get the old PP in that. Yeah, I might try and adjust it, push it a little bit over in a few days. But yeah, so the wing's done. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's been a long one. There is going to be a short, long, and a medium-term video done with this, just for the people that get bored. So yeah, enjoy.